Hey y'all, we should talk. I'll admit, videos have died down a lot as of late. Granted, didn't have many uploads this year in general, but it's been a decent amount of consistency, and I do apologize. A lot is going on, and we will cover that in this video. Some of which not particularly excited to discuss, but y'all deserve the truth. Y'all deserve to know what's going on, even if it is not typically advised to express your vulnerabilities online. But I trust y'all. Y'all have proven you're a very positive, passionate community of mine. Even if only 15% of you who watch my videos are actually subscribed to the channel. But the turnout on videos is appreciated regardless. Even if they don't always do so well, sometimes they pick up steam a good couple months after the fact. I don't monetize my videos, so all of this is raw recommendations from YouTube, getting it out there, showing up in feeds and search results, which I do appreciate. My channel ain't too dead. Let's get the main point discussed. I will preface this. I will be warning you when I need to reveal it, in case you'll want to skip ahead or prepare yourselves, because it's not for the faint of heart. It's admittedly disgusting. So, what's been going on with my own physical health? I'm sure it's been apparent in a lot of recent videos, and even some older ones, but the way I talk, the way I angle myself, the way I move my mouth, the way I say certain words, it's all a byproduct of my dental health. It is incredibly bad. It's been an issue I've been dealing with well before I came back to YouTube and started making reactions. It was just less noticeable in those videos. But it's been deteriorating bad. And if y'all don't live in the US, y'all don't understand how bad and fucked up our dental and medical system is. Shit is incredibly expensive. And it's increasingly likely I will be going a couple tens of thousands of dollars into debt to take care of this because I don't have good dental insurance. I need payment plans, and money is a bit tight. I make ends meet. I have a couple side jobs, but it's always hard to pull the trigger and help yourself. But we're hitting a pivotal point where I can't avoid it any longer. I should have done this before I started YouTube again. I didn't exactly intend to start YouTube, but I got recommended and I said I'd give it a shot. Rest is history. I will give a countdown. I will show you a bit of what's going on and why it's even affecting videos. Not just my mental health, not just my daily life, not just my ability to speak. So if you want to skip ahead or turn your eyes away, I will give a couple glimpses, even if it is ill-advised and makes me uncomfortable. But y'all deserve the truth. I felt inspired by That's the Bro We Need to Talk video, and I'm in the mood to talk. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we'll show the bottom. It's not good. I have a lot of problems with my mouth. It's very disgusting. It affects how I talk. It affects how I present myself. It affects my self-confidence, my self-esteem. And I hate that. It's affected my mental health severely. And I am taking strides to rectify this. But not just financially. If I pull that trigger, it means I can't record. It means I can't do a whole lot for a good several weeks, if not months, because root canals, implants, or dentures, all of that work in general usually takes a while to heal. And fun fact, I'm a squeamish little bitch. I don't like pain. And I also don't like dentists. I used to go way more often, and this is a lot of the byproduct of a massive caffeine soda addiction that I struggled with growing up, and I've toned back a good bit, but I'm not in the healthiest state. I am incredibly unhealthy in a lot of reasons. I'm not incredibly overweight, but I got issues. I got problems. And one of the reasons why videos have scaled back, among many, is because a good couple months ago, February, March, I don't know the exact date, part of my front tooth cracked, and it exposed a lot more of the black. Before, it was pretty manageable. I just had to keep my lips a certain way, and it really wouldn't show up much in the video. And I know a lot of people actually come for the reactor, they don't always come for the appearance, which, speaking of, what do you think of my hat? I love Princess Mononoke. I don't have many opportunities to wear this in videos, but I didn't feel like wearing my headset. Tangent aside, this made it way more obvious, which made me more self-conscious. And I hate it. I hate it. I really do. I hate this about myself, and I'm trying to make a difference. Not only that, the condition of my mouth gives me dry mouth. So my mouth dries out way faster. After just talking for maybe even 2 to 3 minutes, it can get dry out, and that's why you see me drink so often in videos, because I'm trying to just refresh it. If my teeth were fine and perfect, I wouldn't have this issue. But that's a what if. I was stupid. I fucked up. I didn't listen to my body, and I let this happen. It was first super apparent when I cracked half of a canine eating a calzone. But at that time, I didn't have any job, so I had no way of doing anything dental. So I kind of lived with it. My teeth get sensitive to hot and cold and whatnot. It's a fun experience. Not only that, on top of everything else, some of y'all may not know, if you haven't watched a whole lot of my videos, I have a natural stutter. It's very slight. It doesn't affect me more often than not. It's something I've picked up over the years. I think I started to notice it back in middle school or late, or actually very early high school maybe. But it was never something that caused too many issues other than when trying to record, because I'm very self-conscious. I have self-esteem and confidence issues. I get in my own head. I talk before I can think, which apparently a lot of you like, because my theories, my spitball nature apparently resonates and creates some very entertaining moments, which I am very grateful for everyone's support, especially the Arknights community, because y'all show up, y'all turn out, y'all show your passion, and I love you for it. The people who truly stick around and kind of understand what I go through, because I don't like talking about this. I can't express my gratitude enough. But the condition of my mouth has made my stutter a bit more noticeable, or a bit worse, because I can't say certain words without it going the more S sound, or just messing up, which also affects my recording, because I get in my own head. I hate making mistakes, but I can't record anything perfect when go after all. Now, when it comes to videos, outside of just this whole dental mental scape I got going on right now, and this disaster and how it's affecting me, why have videos slowed down? Well, it's a good number of reasons. One, I've been working a lot more IRL because I gotta cover bills. This is a side gig. It is not a part-time job. It is not a full-time job. I can't make enough right now to not work my side gigs. So I have to prioritize those when it comes to bills. I have to be an adult. I have to pay bills. even if I do make a lot of promises that I can't keep or that takes me forever to keep, which I do apologize. Every series I start, unless I explicitly say I drop it, I intend to finish it, even if it takes me a while, because I love the shows. I love sharing my thoughts, my reactions, my theories with you. I'm an anime nerd. I'm a manga nerd. I mean, that much should be apparent with everything in my background. Speaking of which, eh, I got more manga and light novel stuff. If y'all want another manga haul video, let me know down below. But that's neither here nor there. I've also neglected my editing duties. I am very likely 100+ videos behind on YouTube edits, and those get very time consuming, anywhere from 1 hour to 3 hours of work. And that's if it passes the first time it goes up. If I have to play copyright whack-a-mole, probably add on about another hour, because some of these videos take maybe 17 to 25 minutes to render for YouTube, and then you gotta factor in upload speeds, copyright check, stuff like that, and how deep I have to go into whack-a-moling whatever is getting dinged. So, it's not fun. I like editing, do not get me wrong, I have fun with it, but it gets very, very, very tedious. And sometimes you just don't want to dedicate multiple hours to it. Is it something I should have kept up on? Fuck yeah, it is. I'm a moron. That much is apparent. If you don't watch my videos, well, you have a self-admittance from me. But I need to correct that. I need to fix it. Videos may change in the future as we know them. I may go back to what I was doing before I went to highlights. Plain and simple, it was a mistake. Switching to highlights was one of the worst things I have done for my channel. It's good for retention, it's good for impressions, it's good for reach, because full length typically don't do as well as highlights. But that's also on the basis when you don't have like 20 to even 40 minutes of a discussion like I do with some videos, because I like to talk. But I don't want to cut that out. I don't want to remove half of my video just to meet a time frame perspective for you guys. Sure, I remove my anime list from the videos I do because that's a Patreon exclusive thing, because even I think that won't do super well. But that's all I'm really willing to cut out from my discussions. I don't want to remove the actual juicy bits. Sure, a lot of people do come for the anime itself and to see how I react to very specific segments, which is fine and dandy. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But the people who stick around in my community and interact with me on a video by video basis want to hear my thoughts, and that's where my bread and butter come in. I like the Blind Wave, the Ya Boy Roshi, the Tiabu, the, I guess, normies. I don't watch a whole lot of React channels anymore, or at least the ones I do mostly keep discussions super short, which is their style, it's their choice, and I'm not demeaning them. But the ones I've listed, they have way longer discussions, and they have fun with it. But I'm also a one-man person running this show. I'm a man person, yes. English, it is hard. So, if I have to dedicate 1 to 3 hours for editing, that is a time slot or two where I can't record. Recording can take a while. I've gotten a bit better with it, but some of my videos end up about an hour. And that's with mistakes included. And then there's also rendering for Patreon, which is probably about 15 to 45 minutes, depending on how many mistakes I gotta cut out and correct and stuff like that, and audio balance. Because not every show is made equal. Not every show is balanced perfectly. I have, in recent weeks, picked up a thumbnail editor, Tempest Creator. I'll put his social down below. A lot of videos are going to have updated thumbnails in the coming weeks and months because I am giving him work. I am taking camera screenshots for everything I have recorded for YouTube and posted to YouTube or will post to YouTube. So everything is going to be a lot more in line. A lot of my older, shittier thumbnails are going away. It'll make it easier to identify what videos are mine in search results, in recommended results, or just when you're going through my channel. It'll be a bit more high quality, even if those videos are still full length. And I do appreciate his work. He is a good buddy of mine. I pay him for his work. I've been training him, and I will be having him work for other creators at some point in the future. But he is helping me tackle that backlog. So he makes it easier in the regard that I don't need to spend as much time on thumbnails for most series now, because he can do it for me. If I could afford it, I would also pay for a video editor. I would love to just record and have even 2-3 videos a week taken off of my plate for YouTube, not just for Patreon. I can handle Patreon edits. Those aren't all that bad. But YouTube is where I get hung up a lot, especially trying to do same day posts. I did it almost perfectly for Oshi no Ko Season 1, Episode 1 as a highlights, and that got really good reception. But it was stressful. It was time consuming, and I have a lot of IRL obligations. I can't always dedicate a full morning or afternoon or evening to it, and my sleep schedule has been all over the place this past year. Sometimes I am a perfect night owl. I'm going to bed after I take someone to work in the morning. I sleep for like 8 hours. I pick them up, and then I'm good to basically rinse and repeat. Other times I am out by 10. I am waking up at 7. No alarms needed. And then I'm able to work the day, do my side jobs, and then have energy at night to at least get something done or watch shows with friends and family or game with friends. It gets very, very hard to juggle my daily life. I don't have enough time. I feel pulled all over the place. If I made more money, it would make it a lot easier. But I also don't post consistently enough, regularly enough, to merit people going to the Patreon, which I understand, and the people who stick around and endure regardless, you have my eternal gratitude. I hate that I make these promises and then I can't keep them, or it takes forever to just continue them. But here comes another reason: mental health. I go through mood swings. I'll admit, I have a lot of ups and downs, and my motivation can sometimes take a dive, especially if I get super self-conscious about, let's say, my mouth. Then it gets harder for me to record it. I get in my own head and I make a lot of mistakes and I get fed up, or I run out of time, or I just deal with migraines or headaches, and it gets really, really tough to record. And I hate that, but I can't usually do much without writing it out or just sleeping, which I am also a very big fan of sleeping. I love naps. I love my bed. But all in all, I want to stress it's just tough juggling everything I am dealing with. And I want to record. I want to give content to y'all. Videos may change or will change. I gotta test the waters. The first test I did of a hybrid highlights and full length, where I used techniques I learned from highlights on a full length, didn't turn out so well. But that's one video, one series. So we're gonna see. I know a new season of anime is starting very, very soon. About 3-4 weeks from now. And I don't think I'm gonna start most of the shows that come from summer 2024. I may put a moratorium on starting new shows other than direct sequels or spin-offs, or maybe one or two of the hottest commodities coming from the season going forward, because I have a giant, giant giant backlog of shows that I need to continue, finish, and I want to start. Some of them are from very recent seasons, all the way from winter 2023 to even just last season and this season. I am well behind. But some of them are also way older. Like, I want to watch Kaguya Love is War, I want to watch Violet Evergarden, I want to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I may start Gintama, Black Clover. There's a whole lot I want to do, but it boils down to time. So I may enact a schedule where we have a very specific amount of series, similar to like Yaboy Roshi and Blind Wave, where once that series is over, I just replace it with something else I had started and put on hiatus, or maybe we'll do some votes, which the votes may happen here on YouTube, or on Patreon, or even in my Discord server. So I highly recommend joining me on all of those platforms. Even if you don't want to pay for Patreon, you can join as a free member. I don't have much I can offer free members, but you would get notified about posts. So it might be worth it. All in all, it's been rough. And I need to take care of my mental health. I need to take care of my physical health, my dental health. But every time I hit my stride, I get momentum, something comes up, and this is one of them. But I am hitting a crisis point where I'm losing the ability to speak to an extent, which means I wouldn't be able to do this job in general, and it affects the shows I'm covering. And I hate that. But y'all already used to me disappearing for a good couple weeks. I do try my best to keep people updated, to keep comments current, but even I fail at that. We'll see how things play out. But how is everything for you guys? I know I said, let's talk, we need to talk, but you guys are an important part of the community, of the discussion. So, what's been going on in your lives? What's been new? What's been old? What do you like about my channel? What series are you excited for to come back? What series do you want me to bring to YouTube in general? Are there any shows from next season that I absolutely need to check out? I haven't checked any list, live chart, any chart, none of those sites in a while. I know Oshinoko Season 2 starts in a couple weeks. It might be one of the first series I start bringing back to YouTube. I need to do edits for episodes 4 to 6. Need to make thumbnails for them and whatnot, but I got a lot I want to do. And I hope y'all stick around for it. Do let me know you guys' thoughts down below. I will leave my thumbnail editor's Twitter down below. Shout out to him. He's an incredible guy. He does phenomenal work. He's been picking up what I've been teaching and improving upon it already. And I can't wait until he's operating at full, true potential, because he has found a calling. And I am so, so happy for him. I feel a bit uncomfortable talking about this, because it feels like I'm just complaining. But I'm mostly revealing what's going on with me and why videos have been impacted, because I've been a bit radio silent. I've been a bit tiptoey around the subject because it makes me uncomfortable. But y'all deserve to know the truth. So, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for being part of the community. If you're new or old, I appreciate every single one of you. This video may not do well. Vlogs normally don't do well. But it's important I bring this up regardless. I will probably hate this video in the future, because it will serve as a reminder of all of this on the eventual future where I fix my mouth. But I hope you guys will stick with me. I know it's disgusting. It may be distracting. I'm always fighting my inner demons with it. But sometimes we just gotta fight on. We gotta keep moving forward until all of our enemies are dead. Thank you all, and I'll see you all for another video. This has been AlduicS. Have a great day, night, afternoon, evening, dusk, dawn. You know what? Have a great day. Peace.